Like a lot of niggas don't know this shit. It was my idea to bring Cardi Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if you remember her manager. We had a meeting. We went out to eat. I'm bringing her to Love and Hip Hop, and this nigga's just acting cool. This the industry station. Yeah. So now he drills me. He's like, yo, but what would Cardi's niche be? He's saying it's a bad idea. I'm like, I'm gonna go get these cameras. I'm gonna get back to the Bean. Back to the Bean. 2 weeks later, I come to New York. I go to the block. Nigga, I come back. Cardi, I'm seeing her walking down the street, and she goes. She's like, guess what, nigga? I'm like, what up? She's like, I'm on Love and Hip Hop.
You didn't bring it in.
Yeah. I ain't bring her. Homie brung her behind my back. I never really told that story. I've been asked about it mad times, but at this point, my nigga, I could really see it. But what Offset don't know is when he got caught cheating, I flew out there. She was super in pain.
I get money. I got niggas who don't love me. But that bitches when I fuck me. Get money. I get money. Get money. I get money.
This leads into this. I did see on a recent podcast you was on, you was explaining the situation. First of all, we knew you brought Cardi out. You know, everybody knows that. Can you talk about the situation though, about the TMZ shit and how, you know, they seen y'all out? What happened with that? And, you know.
Oh, really? Cardi was hurting. I know she was hurting, bro. And I know Cardi, she loved hard, bro.
Was this before? Was this before really Hip Hop though? My bad.
No, this was right during this shit.
Right during it? Okay.
Yeah, right after, like at the end actually, because remember in Love and Hip Hop she was going out with the Tommy G.
Tommy G.
Yeah.
He was manager?
Then she was going off. She really was fucking with the kid Swift, and from Love and Hip Hop. And then she met Offset, and at that point, like a lot of niggas don't know this shit. It was my idea to bring Cardi Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if you remember when the shit went crazy that her manager was robbing her, and she moved from New York, moved with Offset. And left her label, KSR, whatever the fuck it was. That dude, we had a meeting, we went out to eat, and I'm telling him like, yo, Cardi, I'm bringing her to Love and Hip Hop, and this nigga's just acting cool. This the industry station. Yeah. Mind you, that nigga he's super up now.
And she was
super up. He had her signed, and he just sued the label, and he won.
Oh shit.
He probably more richer than Cardi now.
Hey, yo.
For being a snake, that's what wins though. And there's no problems with him, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say the nigga name, but he know what it is. Like at the end of the day, hey, he just sees opportunity.
He sees his opportunity,
yeah, like we kicking it, and he's like, no, I'm not here to do nothing. Just try to give y'all pointers in the music and all this shit.
The whole time he's backdooring shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. So now he drills me. He's like, yo, but what would Cardi's niche be? And I'm like, cuz if you don't know Cardi's niche, bro, he's saying it's a bad idea. So Cardi
she was a personality already at this point, right? Instagram pop.
I was like, yo, cuz if you don't know her, Cardi's niche is Cardi, bro. Her personality is crazy. People's gonna see her, the world. We need to introduce her. We already had her at 1 million followers. We was like, yo, we got the hood. We need to introduce her to mainstream America.
Yeah.
I was like, Love and Hip Hop's gonna do that. Oh, but Love and Hip Hop kills careers. I'm like, nah, cuz it kills the careers that's already dead, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas go there trying to revive their career. Cardi ain't never had a career yet.
But what's crazy is, before I cut you off, but she's probably the only artist out of there that turned into a mega superstar.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen.
See that shit?
I told him, I'm like, Cardi. He was like, no, but Cardi deserves her own reality TV show. I was like, look, bro, Cardi is gonna use this as a stepping stone, and that's gonna open up the door for her to be the next Kim Kardashian. What she kind of is, but in music, she's that famous and that big now. You feel me? And niggas like, he just listening like, yo, you know what, you right. I'm like, look, I bought cameras. Half of these cameramen, nigga, that shoot films out here, either I helped invest in them or helped put them on from the beginning. At that point, I had like 3 cameramen that I bought cameras for. And I'm like, I'm gonna go get these cameras. I'm gonna get back to the Bean and do my 1-2. I used to go, come up here, make sure my kids is good, make sure I get a little bit of bread. And then go to New York and chill with Cardi. I knew she was almost about to blow out. I could feel it. My right hand would be like, yo, cuz, stay in New York, fuck the Bean, stay by this girl.
Stay where the money's at.
I'm like, nah, my whole life is kind of like the gift and the curse, nigga. It's like, nah, I need some bread, dog. I need to go get bread, make sure shit. Because, you know, it's just, when you have businesses and shit, whatever you doing in life, when you leave it in other people's hands, sometimes it gets fucked up.
You get shaky,
You don't leave that shit. So I would come. I told him, yo, I'm gonna go get the cameras, we're gonna shoot a pilot, we're gonna bring her to Love and Hip Hop. I know the girl who picks people for Love and Hip Hop. Nigga, boom. We come back, we do that shit. No, I come back to the Bean. 2 weeks later, I come to New York. I go to the block. I know like A Boogie, Don't Q, Cardi, they all from Highbridge in the Bronx. I be on Highbridge.
You be on Highbridge, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the block when I go to New York, I chill at now. And for years, so I kind of knew them from there and from the strip clubs. And then nigga, I come back, Cardi, I'm seeing her walking down the street, nigga, and everybody stopping her. And usually it'd be like 2 people stop her.
But now everybody's.
Because she used to walk.
You told me this story.
When I used to walk down the block, when I used to call her to walk down the block, when I used to come, she used to pull up on me. She's from 2 streets down. And I could see her from the hill walking down. Everybody, I'm like, yo, Cardi, I need to move you out the hood. I'm like, I want you to move to Edgewater, New Jersey. And I'm like, my cousin got a mansion out there. I brought her to the mansion. She got so happy, my nigga. Her eyes lit up. She's from the hood, nigga. She only see buildings. You know, she's like, I'm like, Cardi, this ain't that bad. My cousin at the time was paying like $2,700 a month for this big ass mansion. I'm like, bro, you can get one of these, bro. You're getting, at that point, we were only getting like $3,000 a show, $3,500. But I'm like, nigga, one appearance.
You gonna have your mortgage, yeah, just chill out.
Yeah, and she goes, she's like, guess what, nigga? I'm like, what up? She's like, I'm on Love and Hip Hop.
Hey.
My face, and my
But
face.
you didn't bring it in.
Yeah.
I ain't bring her, homie, brung her behind my back.
Cuz, that's fucking
signed up. She got one of the biggest deals Love and Hip Hop. I think it is the biggest deal Love and Hip Hop ever did.
Yeah.
I mean,
he signed her, he kept the bread, and he started. You gotta look up the rest.
So he fucked.
I'm not gonna shit on the nigga, but if you can look up Cardi being ex-management.
He did it. He fucked her over though, basically on that too.
Allegedly, bro, every $1 million Cardi made, he was giving her like 300 and keep it 7.
Jeez.
Oh nah, nigga, he might have catch the clip. Nigga.
The thing about Cardi, I don't know if that's true or not, but I was getting calls, but it broke my heart. I'm a tourist, nigga. I'm stubborn and shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how bad that broke my heart.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and I just stayed away from her for months. So basically, it was crazy. I stayed away from her, but then when I'm here, nigga, I ain't doing shit. I had really put a lot of energy into that. She ain't know that shit.
Yeah.
That I was like really just everything was trying to be her. And cause I'm not no bitch ass nigga. Like I don't want to take full credit. There's another girl that she's back in Cardi's life now. Her name is Ash. Me and Ash was the ones that was trying to push Cardi.
Yeah.
And I'll never take away from Ash. She's a real ass bitch and she really goes hard for Cardi. But she got moved out the way too. But now she's managing Cardi's sister. Cardi got her back in. It took
Hennessy?
years. Yeah.
Can we shout out Hennessy?
Shout out Hennessy. She's a real bitch
I'm
too.
single. I'm not rich.
I just want the people who's watching this podcast to understand that this man was managing Cardi B.
Literally.
Like, I just really want y'all to like soak that in.
Soak this whole story in facts.
This is a Boston legend. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like a pioneer. This shit.
Talk to him fast.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
He's
thinking fast right now.
Yo,
You literally just said this.
And what's crazy is
we're not gonna act like that's regular.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
not regular.
Oh, this Google, hold up. Hey, Google is your best friend. Google him and Cardi B. That's all we gotta say. Because there's a reason I'm asking these questions too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I basically stayed away from her for like 8 months. During that 8 months, she met Offset.
She on
bro,
timeout,
yeah, my heart is pure, bro. So when I get hurt, I push away, I pull away, and I feel like, you know, fuck it. I'm not gonna get that love, nigga, because I didn't get it if she couldn't see. But Cardi was mad young, bro, and she was kind of gullible too. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I understand. I feel also Offset's the one who caught the slick shit going on through her finances. He's super overprotected. But what Offset don't know is when he got caught cheating, I flew out there. She was super in pain, bro. Super hurt and crying. We was in all the pictures. There was mad celebrities there. Back Bunny was sitting next to us. Tiana Taylor, couple heads, nigga. And she hugged me and she was like, bro, I want to cry right now. I want to break down. And I'm like, yo, what happened, bro? And she like, you want to see what happened? Like this nigga. I'm like, well, did he fuck another bitch? That's what he did. He's like, nah, some bitch ass bottle girl like caught the nigga FaceTime. They were FaceTiming like trying to link up. And she screenshotted it and leaked it like this thing on my back. Yeah. She did it for clout, but it's still cheating. Like he was trying to fuck.
Now,
and she said it straight out, he was trying to fuck.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can say if you got the screenshot.
You got the screenshot.
So she's saying that, nigga, I'm big as fuck now, Lou. Like, nigga, the whole world knows this shit.
You're embarrassed now in front of the world.
Yeah, you know when you go through some embarrassing shit, it's bad enough when 2-3 people know.
Yeah, like I can embarrass.
The whole fucking world knows.
Your Facebook is
So
different.
she was super hurt.
That's hard.
And you know what I told her, bro? No bullshit. And Offset don't even know this shit, but I'm like, yo, I think he loves you.
Yeah.
No, yo,
I was saying, I said your Facebook's different because, you know, I cheated one time and I got caught up. I got like 3,000 friends on that bitch. That's why I'm like, bitch, it's only 3,000. Get dressed. We gonna get breakfast. It's the whole world. Like everybody, you got random grandmas and shit saying, you no good.
Yeah, no cap.
Shit crazy.
Nah, but yeah, that's serious.
So basically, I'm like, I feel like he loves you. I'm like, yo, Cardi, let me explain something to you. Oh, at the time, the Migos was super lit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Was it like 2013, 14, 15?
Man, I gotta look it up.
They had it on
Like
Smash.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this nigga gets offered pussy at least, I'ma say 10 times a day.
Bro.
At least.
Facts.
Probably way more. I'm like, yo, times that shit by 10 days, that's 100. Times it by a month, that's 300. How long y'all been together? 8 months?
And you only caught him one?
What's 300 times 8, nigga? That's probably how many bitches try to fuck your man while you with him and you just caught him on a FaceTime.
One time.
Like, Cardi.
Yeah, that nigga love you.
That nigga love you, bro. I'm like, Cardi, I think you should give him another chance.
And he was.
And they went back together, bro.
Was he bigger? He was bigger than her at this time too, right?
But
He was still bigger than her.
I personally feel Offset don't like me. And
He was upset.
I've never done nothing bad to Cardi, bro. Cardi used to reply to me in my DMs all the time. Cardi, every time she see me, it's super love. I feel she's a mother of two now, and I gotta understand that. And I do understand. I got to.
You got to, yeah.
But the last couple times I went around it was love, but as soon as I feel like the way that TMZ shit affected me was, it was the way I never noticed this shit till like recently. What the fuck the headline was?
What he say?
This is how you handle a breakup, and then they showed me throwing mad bread.
Yo, these niggas is messy.
Cardi.
TMZ messy.
Messy.
TMZ chill.
Yo, nigga, so I feel like maybe Offset don't know. Mind you,
niggas.
another situation, one day Offset called FaceTime. When I finally came back after the 8 months, I did a little road trip with her, and I did 3 shows with her.
Yeah.
And we did Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. And we rekindled, and that's when she was like, yo, bro, guess what? This nigga's my motherfucking man. I'm like, who? Offset. I'm like, what the fuck? And the nigga calls right there. They was already engaged and all that. Like, that shit was fake on the stage. The nigga Offset FaceTimes her, and she's in her motherfucking room in her bathrobe. This nigga spazzing. Who the fuck is that? That's my brother. And nigga, he ain't trying to hear.
Cause no nigga wanna see, no nigga, you ain't hearing that neither.
I feel like Offset don't like me. I went around him a couple times, and every time I do, he give me the ice grill.
He give me that ice tray again.
I want to talk to the nigga. Like, it's just he just ices me, and like niggas, all of a sudden security in front of me. It's goon niggas. And when I be around Cardi, for the most part, I be alone. I don't like going around Cardi with mad niggas. She's a celebrity. She's high profile. They're not just gonna let me in every VIP with my niggas. So I go dolo, and they usually always let me in.
Respect.
But the last couple times, it just felt whack. Like I went to the Millionaire, that QCP Super Bowl where they throw 500,000.
Oh yeah. That's the stripper bowl. Stripper bowl.
They really dumb, nigga. It'd be 1,000 strippers. They leave with like 1,000, 2,000 at least. And Offset pulled up on the second one when I was Cardi the Club 11 in Miami again. He pulled up again. I could feel the vibe.
You just feel the vibe. You feel the tension.
Yeah, I'm a real nigga. I'm from the streets too, nigga. Like I know, cuz like you ain't feeling me. I could feel it, and he don't go and be like she doesn't go out her way to introduce her, so she don't want to touch that issue. Cause I can imagine him being like, nigga, you said this other nigga was like your big brother too.
Yeah. So just you don't even want to push the envelope to make it any awkward.
No, I feel like they already went through it, so it's like she knows she don't want to argue with the nigga over the shit. But I'm there. She's not gonna be like, oh no, you can't come with this nigga in. You know what I mean? That's what I feel, and I've never really told that story. I've been asked about it mad times, but at this point, my nigga, I could really see it. Like,
well, I feel like now that it's out there, I feel like hopefully moving forward and in 2022 or like down the line, that you guys can rekindle the relationship y'all have, because it seemed like you had a lot to do with her early success and what got her to where she's at. So hopefully,
she's destined to blow, nigga. She's gonna blow.
She's gonna blow regardless,
nigga. She was gonna blow regardless, but
I think people it still take a team. You know what I mean? Even what you did for her, it's still
contributing. Nigga, I had her going crazy. Most of us, when she first started leaving New York, it was me booking mad shows.
Yeah, exactly.
With Hash, like the first show that she did, bro, we got I think $500 for it.
That's fine.
And like we went from 500 to the very last show that she let me do. was I got 30,000. I gave her 30,000.
Yo, you know I got some bars too.
And
That's crazy though, but no bullshit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like down the line, regardless, I think shit just takes time sometimes.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, yeah.